hello everyone, Mr. No Souls here, and today I'm going to try to answer one simple question. What is Oblivion Game of the Year Edition? So, back in 2009, Elder Scrolls, 4? Oblivion got Game of the Year. And they released some DLCs, which was like the Mad Gods Realm and then like Knights of the Nine, and it was a phenomenal game. It also had a very unique artistic aesthetic. Oblivion, the remake that was put out, while I will admit this looks very pretty and has very high fidelity, you look at all this stuff and it looks like the most generic fantasy there is. And while modders are, of course, working on this, well, you're seeing it's having its difficulty. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to remind people that while yes, you can get with this for $50 and then get the deluxe edition for the price of what should be a full game, or you can get with this, which while it might not have that ultra high fidelity, you can get mods that do a great deal to assist with that, and you can go get that extra Game of the Year edition if you want and get some extra things. You don't necessarily need it. It's not like it's make or break, but it's solid and it's stable. And it's, like $15. So, I'm going to launch it. We're going to go take a look at it and we're going to remember what it's like to game in 2000s when things were not normal, horse armor wasn't even necessarily a thing, and when a game came out, okay, I'm gonna need a split second here. Gonna set it there. Distant trees. What is it? I don't actually remember what my... Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll just go with the highest one. I need to go quickly check to see what exactly my display settings are. So give me a second and I'll figure that out. All right, there we go. Got the answer there. So 19. Did I misread it? Hold on a second. Let me just go and do this again because I thought I had seen it right. Advanced. What? Am I crazy? Is this not the same as that? I'm pretty sure. I guess I think that must be it because that's the only one that's even close, even though it's technically a little smaller. Nothing else is 1080. I mean, this one is also close, but it's not the same. Is that just the widest that it supports? I guess I'm gonna just trust it. Let's just see what happens here. I honestly don't know what exactly is going to occur. Huh. You know, it's really reminding me that it's not exactly the modern setup, but hey, it seems to be working. Yeah, this came out all the way in 2006. Okay, apparently it does not like to play with the controller for some reason. First things first, as always, why does it gotta be so... Wow, the music is all the way there, and it's just that loud. I mean, I do like to have footsteps effects. Okay, that's much better. Let's take a look at the... That's fine, tree fade. I mean, considering how strong everything is now, I should be able to see it. Self-shadow. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm going to leave it like that then. I'm just assuming that with a modern rig, I can just crank this thing all the way out. I'll keep it there because the difficulty gets kind of wild with this game. So keeping it to middle just makes this easily handleable. Save on rest, general subtitles. I know some people like subtitles. My wife likes it, so, well, fiance, whatever. The one problem is...
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life.
Yeah, I mean, This game definitely isn't built like anything modern, but it still runs. It's maybe a little finicky, sure, but I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm not going to be a Nord. All these different races have like different effects, and each race has their own kind of advantage and disadvantage. And like Morrowind had more aggressive racial preferences. Like if you were one race talking to another race, there was a larger discrepancy in the behavior. But I believe it's still the same thing here. It's just not necessarily as extreme. I think. I mean, I almost always go battle mages. So I have run an orc before, and they were pretty good, if I remember correctly. Redguard was solid. I think I did end up playing them. I did make an archer class as a Bosmer. I also had an assassin Argonian, which was phenomenal because they can breathe underwater. Uh, and there are quite a few different little things, if I remember right. No, I think that was the Mage Guild as well. But normally, when you go Mage Guild, you also want to get the assassin because they have like the mule thing, whatever, that makes you ultra light. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go actually with the dark elf on this one. And let's take a look at this. Yeah, those are an aesthetic. I will say, like, if there's one thing that could definitely use a little bit of touch up, it's like the old rendering style. This I remember blowing me away as a kid, but it's not nearly as impressive nowadays. I'm gonna go. If I remember correctly, there was supposed to be like some kind of effect to dark elves, like as they got older, they got more powerful or something like that. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, well, we all know what I'm gonna pick. It's never a question. Why can I not? A reason I can't move?
Hey there.
Oh,
You.
okay. So now my controllers
I
work.
haven't seen another Dunmer in here, and I don't know how long. Where you from, huh? Vardenfell?
Why is it
You got a wife back home?
recognize?
Tell you what, I'm getting out of here in a couple of weeks. When I get back to Morrowind, I'll look her up. She must be so lonely. Don't you worry, eh? I'll take care of her long after you're dead. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Morris, lock that door behind us. We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
Let's see here. Hold on a second. Why is this not recognizing mouse sensitivity? Stick look. I just don't understand why it's not recognizing. Okay, let's just go here, save this. I'm actually going to close out of this because I'm going to try to run this uh in big picture mode because it's recognizing the left joystick, but then it's only allowing me to look with the mouse. So if all I have to do is use this, then I'll be fine. I'll keep that. It's always good to know. There we go. Oh, Bethesda. And 2K. How far you've fallen. Oh, don't tell me it's doing it still here. I don't get it. Why is it not recognizing? Okay, did I fix it? Maybe I didn't. Oh, did it just crash? I think I just crashed it. Hopefully now this will work if I use... There, okay. Gosh darn it, it still doesn't
My
recognize
job
the
right
other
now
controller.
is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner.
Okay, let's see here. What is going on? Move, look. I don't get it. Why doesn't it recognize like the actual stuff? But then I can't walk. Maybe if I unplug my controller, maybe that's
Stand aside. Over by the window.
okay.
Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. Prisoner, stand away from the door. Over by the window now.
Okay, this is
Stay
having
put,
a little
prisoner.
bit of
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
problems, and I don't know
You-
what exactly is causing it.
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right, and this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Looks like this is your lucky
Don't
day.
try anything.
Just stay
I'm
out of
watching
our
you.
way.
Like, it kind of sees that there's something. Okay, so it sees the jump, but it doesn't. But how do I get it to? What is happening? Man, this is like rough. I know there has to be some way to get this to like be fixed. I'm going to have to go take a look at that. So, when I get a solution, unpause this and start talking about it. All right, so it took me a little bit of digging, but I managed to find this thread right here, and I'm going to test out this fix as the first one. Effectively, for some reason, if it's not playing nicely one way, you could go and manually set it now. For some reason, it's not, it has me, I have to hold shift to be able to go at the faster speed instead of like just being able to like soft press W.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
The captain's down.
Protect yourself.
I ain't afraid of no rumble.
All right, sire. We're clear
How do I? Okay.
for now.
How do I? There we go. Got it. Take that.
Dead. Sorry, sire, but we have.
Wait, what? There we go. I would have preferred to play this with a controller. I know some people on PC are like, ugh, why would you want to do that? But it's like, I'm used to it.
Don't
Like,
know.
that is
Wait,
the way I'm,
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
like, it's
They
it's
won't be the
normal to
first
do that.
Underestimate the blade.
I don't know. There is a lot of finickiness to this. I heard that it was just pretty straightforward, and now that I'm actually playing it myself, it's not. Like, they do not have this set up in a way that really works well. Let's see here. I can just put it. Can I? Okay. Well, first off, I want my activate to be my E, and I want my jump. Oh, I see. Yeah, jump is okay. Yeah, that's good. Change view, R tab, wait. C is grab. Left alt. Cast. Okay, I think this is. I think this works. I probably hit.
I'll take point.
Yeah, there we go. That
Stay here, prisoner.
that
Don't
fixed
try
it.
to follow us.
Oh, screw off. Let's throw that on. And that should do. Oh, wow, that was sloppy on my. Are you kidding me? There we go. Oh boy, now I'm in the inverted habit. What was it? How did I get the spell to go off? It wasn't. Okay, that's auto run. That was the thing. That's how I do that. There we go. C. Oh, that's going to take a little bit. You know, I probably should flip my cast over to my Q. And like, while having an auto run is nice, I could just put that over to like my tilde or something. Man, like the controls on this are so, like, you could tell they just kind of threw it together and they didn't really think this through. Well, I guess if I swap this, shouldn't this then? Yeah, my auto move is now on C, which is, I guess, fine. Where is that, like, change view jump? But where was the controls for that, like, cast bar? Change view. Grab quick. I hope it works. I wonder, is there... Okay, so E in, tab out. Still the most damage. Yeah, and I'm like... Oh, and so much for me getting all the... Perfect. E, grab, tab. Well, it is a little jank. It's significantly more jank than what they described it as. Ooh, let's see, can I? There we go. That's pretty easy. I actually kind of prefer doing that lockpicking with the mouse. That is a lot better. Yeah, I know. Let's see here. I gotta go. I know there's a way to hotkey it, but right now I don't really know. Ooh, wow. Those are some pecs. Okay, that works. And with that, then, I should be good to roll around. I remember that there was like Goblin Wars or something like that. The old Game Informers, like when it was coming out, talked about it and how it was like some big thing. And then I forgot about it. Like I remembered it vaguely being a thing. And then years later, I saw a random like YouTube video about it. And I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. Oh, well, that's disappointing. I would have actually preferred to have gotten more training. But it is what it is. Okay, you can cast. Now practice casting spells. You can cast your psychic by pressing Q. If you want to change again, press tab to bring up your journal. Yeah, but there's a fast way to do it. I just don't know how to get to that fast option. It's not that. It's not that. Okay, that's a wait. Got to be careful with these things because they do have diseases. And if I remember correctly, I think you can get a disease or something if you're not careful. It's not particular. Ooh, heavy armor. That is what I kind of want. Well, regardless, they sell well. This is all stuff that I'm going to just sell over time. Yeah, I know this, but I don't know how to... Like, I want to put it to be on the spell wheel. I just don't know how to get the spell wheel up. I think I am going to go with that. Even though that's going to reduce my sneaky. The long run, actually, I remember this. Gotcha. Don't think I can use the bones for. Oh. Oh, you could just double press E. Yeah, now that this has gotten. Somewhere around here. Should be a group of goblins or something that I need to be careful about. But for the most part, I should be able to quickly handle most of them. Whoops. I remember for like solid minute, all the ragdoll physics like went away. And they tried to get rid of all of it, but it was like, it does have its own charm, you know? Ooh, where's the iron shield? Don't mind if I do. Do want that, do want that, do want that. We're gonna want that. That's gonna, ooh. No, I don't want the Warhammer, both because that's going to overweight me, and it's also going to provide very limited benefit. Let's go and throw on a little bit of, there we go, and there we go. And that just now toughened me up a ton. Ooh. I'm gonna wait for it to turn around, and I'm gonna try to get a sneak attack off. Come on, you stupid rat. Oh, well, so much for that idea. Feel like there's something like half hearing in the background. Hmm. Wish I knew how I brought up that, like, terminal key. What could I have done that did that? It's F1, F2, F3, F4. 5 is to save. Yeah, this is where the goblins start showing up, I'm pretty sure. Gotcha. It's like, alchemy is one of the best things. Nice. Well, I guess I can search that. Gobble down that. And then let's grab that, grab a little bit of that. Okay, there we go. How do I... No. What on earth? Come on. There we go. What was it that oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to actually go put things on the hotkey because that will greatly improve my life. If I come here and I'll put that as my number 1, then I'll put this as my number 2. Come here and I'll put my potion of sorcery on my number 5. So my first 3 are going to be like spells, and then the bottom one will be something else, I imagine. I actually will equip those, and then I will put this on... Can I not have an item set to being a rapid equipped? I guess I'm not. Okay, that's disappointing. It's not the end of the world, though. I got the important stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, now I got a bunch of stuff that I can use. Got my security up. Don't think I'm going to be needing more torches, so I think I have plenty of torches as it is. Poisons are always good to get. And... I think that was the last of it? Yeah, okay. What was it? It was... It's tomato. With that, I got 1 level. It was damage fatigue, damage fatigue. I remember this trick. Gotcha. I remember correctly, there was something... I thought there was something valuable over here. Now that I got this like working, this is fine. Like, yeah, you gotta do a little bit of finicking, but this is a solid like start. I don't know if this is like, something that will really blow people's mind in this day and age, but I think a lot of people would get enjoyment out of this. And with a couple mods, like, I'm sure that the visuals can entirely be modernized. I don't know if it'll look like Skyrim level of modern, but it would look a lot better. It'd look even better if I could get out of this darn cave, but it's going to take me a minute to, get out of here. Especially because I wasted so much time at the start just trying to, like, figure out how to get the... Ooh, right, this is the... Oh, well, so much for that idea. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't need that. I got plenty of rat meat. Oh, crud. I forgot the shaman's right there. I... Gotcha. That is my staff. And I don't need the rest of that. Let's flip over to there. That away. Oh, well, that was disappointing. Pair hammers are great. Going to be using a lot of that. Ooh, a longsword. I don't think does as much damage as what, Okay. That, we'll do that there. And then I want to see... So they're effectively... The longsword and the short sword are doing the same thing, but this thing is significantly heavier. So I'm better off... How do I drop that? Hmm. This is really kind of like... I wonder, if I equip that, then I do... What was it, like Z or whatever was the key they were showing for drop? Controls, drop, block has... Z was grab. None of this shows how that works. Okay, so I'm going to have to search this for a second. Let's just... Shift and left click on it. Okay, so that supposedly will fix my problem if I just shift left click. But I thought I already did that. So we'll try it though, just double check. There we go. Yeah, that is it. Okay. Don't really need the club. Especially for that much weight. It's not a great deal. This is significantly less and it's worth more. But I'm not going to mess with it at the moment. Pretty sure I'm going to loop back in here in a second. Probably should grab those arrows. I am going to need those arrows. Let's be realistic with myself here.
We should find a defensible spot and protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards? We need to
Here
get
they
the
come
Emperor out of
again!
here.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
So, what was it? The Apprentice was an interesting one. That's not a terrible one because it gives you 10 points of willpower and endurance. That's just 50 extra mana, which isn't bad. 10 bonus points to agility, speed, and luck, which is a great thing to get. Astronch is a great one if you're going for like some warrior type builds because it allows you to just like absorb magic from getting hit, but it really weakens your ability to pump out magic quickly. But I don't particularly want that. I don't want anything that gives me a weakness. Don't want that. That's not that great. That's also not that great. The tower can actually be somewhat useful, especially early on because it lets you pop average locks. And it also gives you the protection, but it's not the best. 10 points of strength and endurance isn't bad, but I think honestly, I'm probably going to go because this goes to 3 stats agility, speed, and luck. Uh, while it won't increase my overall damage that much, it pretty much just bumps everything up. And the 10 points to luck, while luck isn't the biggest thing in the world, it does like raise your base average of a lot of different skills. So I think I will
The
be bored
signs
under
I
the
read
thief.
show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the thief shall guide your steps on the road to destiny. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. Stick close and let us do our job.
Did he give me a better blade?
And you'll be all right.
Don't mind if I do. I'm almost out of the sewers. Are you kidding me?
This can only lead to your death. My guardians are sworn to protect me.
The Emperor's in danger!
Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, what the?
The Emperor's in danger!
I forgot that they had some.
Help the Emperor!
Okay. We're pretty much out of the sewers, I think, at this point. Like,
Hold
it's
up.
just up here.
I don't like this. Let me take a look. Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers. Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
I don't know. I don't see any good options here. They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. For
This
the
one's
Emperor!
mine! This one's mine!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
For the Emperor!
What's the matter, stranger? You chose a bad day to take it.
Oh. Bastard. Really? And now I'm over encumbered just like that? Okay, well, let's see what I can do about it. Let's see here. I have a little bit of restore fatigue, damage health. Okay, let's pop this. Let's pop that. Let's create a little bit there. Then remove that. Then let's pop a little bit of that. So I can up my fatigue, and there we go. I'm still overweight. Okay, well, maybe not. Let's go put a little bit of poison on my blade. There we go. Problem solved. Am I not able to loot his body?
The amulet. Where's the amulet? Strange. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why? Joffrey, he said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about, but Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City, or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there, but from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced bard. Am I right?
I'm a bard? Let's see. Stealth, nope. Personality, intelligence, nope. I mean, I'm not necessarily against a lot of that. Some of these classes are actually pretty good, but I tend to go as a custom. Armor, athletics, blade block. I feel like magic because you get more hard locked. Like, this is so useful in so many ways, but none of these give you. Was alchemy? Alchemy's in magic, so I'm going to pick magic. And then I'm going to have a personal preference to. Let's see here. I'm not going to be looking at that, but I think I'm probably going to have willpower and intelligence as my, or well, if I did strength and intelligence. Actually, I'll do strength and intelligence. And then my major skills, one of them is going to be alchemy. Then I'm going to have heavy armor. Where is my destruction? Destruction. It's tempting to get armor, but I'm probably going to make that a minor. Yeah, I think I'm going to get alteration blade. Restoration. I could go hand to hand, honestly. Because that isn't a bad one if you're really good at it. But I'm going to actually just have all the different magics, including alchemy. I'll have a little bit in blade, some heavy armor, and then I'm just going to be restoration. Okay. I'm going to be an adventurer. So there we go. Strength and intelligence. I specialize in magic. I have alchemy, alteration, blade, conjuration, destruction, heavy armor, and restoration, which is solid.
Really? I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins. You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Good.
Okay, this has gone on, frankly, long enough here. So there we go, and there we go. Let's come over here. Oh. Got him. Feels great when you, like, predict exactly where they're going, and then you just pop them. So arrows do have weight. Pretty sure I'm... Oh. Okay, finally. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that took quite a while to finally be able to show you guys exactly what I was starting to talk about, but, like, the world, while being, like, not exactly the highest fidelity rendering, it has its own kind of beauty to it, and is the render distance working right? Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. That kind of fixed it. Yeah, now I have a lot more, like, you can see the world is a lot more populated and lush, and you can see things off in the distance are, like, moving. I still don't think the fidelity is exactly right, as there's some details missing, but it's still, like, you can see, like, the mushrooms on the side of, like, the world, and, like, you can see the posts and everything. Like, the details on them are unique instead of just being, like, generic textures. And I'm pretty sure I need to do a little bit more messing around with this to get the rest of the details that are missing, because there are details missing, but I'm sure I could fix that without too much difficulty. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I might have to pause this again and kind of run off a little bit to showcase what exactly this is supposed to look like more, because there's a lot of detail still missing out in this world that I want to show you guys. But like while this is like pretty, it's not nearly as pretty as it should be. Huh. Maybe it's just nostalgia that's the only thing that I'm remembering. But I don't think that's the case. So I'm going to go do a little more digging, I think, and try to figure out why exactly. Like, the reflections are good, and you can see, like, the reflections of the mountains and everything off in the distance. And there's, like, the alien ruins and everything. But, I don't know. I feel like there's something kind of missing right now, and I don't know what it is. Okay, so I went and I started looking through some things, and apparently, like, there isn't much I can do. Definitely some places of Skyrim look better than others, but that's pretty representative of what the game looks like. There's quite a few different mods that you can go and play with that will make it look better, and this is probably the most comprehensive list that I've seen from Nexus Mods, so I think I'm just going to recommend these and looking at what a good number of these look like. They're pretty comprehensive. I mean, even going so far as changing like the base models of the characters seems to be quite a nice touch if you like that kind of stuff. But for me personally, this stuff is probably what I'm going to go and do. So I'm going to leave it here. This is already an hour long video, and I'm going to have to edit it because of the stupidity that occurred. But hey, it is what it is. Anyways, take it easy, everyone. And I hope you enjoy Oblivion. While the original version might not be as pretty as like Skyrim as far as fidelity, it does have its unique aesthetics, and I think it should be. I honestly wish that with the remake they had kept the original aesthetics, just created higher fidelity values for it, and brought it to Unreal Engine. Unfortunately, that isn't the direction that they went. They use generic assets. So as such, I would rather play this even with the lower fidelity and still have more of an actual Elder Scrolls flavor than generic fantasy made into Elder Scrolls, I think is a good way of putting it. But anyways, I'm going to stop rambling here. I hope you all have a great one. Bye.